in my book, I talk about like the traits that you have to be successful in any area, whether it be corporate America, whether it be as a a job that is entrepreneurial, like wealth management, realtors, whatever, or small business. You have to have a sense of urgency. You have to like let's do it. Let's move. Let's go. Let's find a way to get that first customer. Let's find the thing that needs to be done and do it. Let's think at the whole business, think about the big picture and think about, hey, what's the lowest hanging fruit that we can go and attack and make our business better today, right now, and how can I do it by lunch? Um, so that's if you have that mindset, you can be phenomenally powerful. What happens is that anxiety creeps in and that self-doubt, and it gets scary because you're like, holy cow, am I making the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? And that's why it just takes practice over years. And the thing about business is it's a momentum game, meaning you start when the stakes are low, just like the decision making that I was talking about with kids. You start when the stakes are low, and you get better and better and better at making decisions, and you get enough feedback that you can trust yourself.
Hmm.
And now I'm at a point in my career, 12 years into entrepreneurship, 15 years into entrepreneurship, where I can trust myself. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. I'm gonna have smart people around me who can tell me when I'm messing up, but we're not afraid to have a meeting and make a decision and implement and make it happen by lunch.
Yeah. Was it your CFO or one of your finance guys, one of your partners? I remember reading he went on vacation, and in like a 5 day period, you had bought a couple businesses when he was gone. Um, and I give you credit for this. Like I guess he called you after he got back and said, "What are you doing? Like this is stupid." Can you again share more about that story and the
Yeah.
importance of having people around you that are willing and able to tell you no?
It's such a powerful story, and it's that moment in my career that was a very pivotal moment. Very pivotal moment. It was 2022, early 2022. The market was hot for storage still. Rates were low. My VP of finance went on vacation for 5 days, and in that time, I approved three offers to go out, two of which were accepted to buy storage facilities. He gets back and he looks at the underwriting and he calls me. And I'm his boss. I'm the owner of the business. And he calls me and says, Nick, this is dumb. That was dumb. We're paying too much. We should not buy these buildings. And I'm like, whoa. And he actually, I remember it correctly. He said it in a respectful way, but in a team meeting. And then he called me after and he reiterated, like, Nick, we can't buy these. We got to drop these contracts. And we're paying too much. Like it exposes the company to too much risk. And long story short, I trusted him. I took the L in public. I got on the next meeting and I called those owners and said, hey, we got to withdraw these offers, which is taboo in the real estate business because the brokers and everybody, they don't like that. I took the L, and frankly, it saved us a lot of stress and a lot of headache because I know those deals now with rates higher, with softening in the storage market. It's been a tough 3 years in the real estate business as rates have risen. Um, my VP of finance having the courage to stand up and tell me no saved our it could have saved our company.
Wow. How do you create the environment to where that person knows it's safe to do that?
There's a really, really important concept that I live by. It's actually on my mirror when I brush my teeth. There's a little piece of paper up high that I look at every morning when I wake up, and it says, "Change your mind often." Change your mind often. When new information comes at you, change your mind. If you have the ability to not get stuck in your ways and not be, uh, frankly, what do you call it, stubborn? If you can if you can search for what's right versus what is your, being right, if you can search for what is right versus being right as a leader, it can be phenomenally powerful because you can take in new information and you can adjust your decision making. Very few people can do that. So I change my mind often, and I move really fast. It frustrates my team because I get into meetings and I'm like, hey, the um, why are we even talking about this? There's four other things that are easier to do, that are more important, that aren't as fun or sexy, but we need to do them. And we should do X, Y, and Z. Let's make a plan. Let's do this by lunch. And by the way, any of you disagree with me, send me a message on Slack right after this meeting. I want to hear why. Tell me
Hmm.
why. And I reward it. I praise Kevin Wickham is the one who saved us those deals. I praise him in my book. I praise him still to this day. And frankly, it creates a lot of loyalty and a deeper bond when you go through the trenches with somebody like that.